D'Angelo Russell, in the midst of a contract year, won runner-up for the Most Improved Player of the Year award and made his first NBA All-Star appearance. The now 23-year-old was a major reason for the Nets making a 14-win jump from 2018 to 2019. It would seem like a no-brainer to re-sign him, but reports are saying the Nets are likely to go in a different direction. That direction is to another player at the same position who possesses a very impressive resume. A former first overall pick, Rookie of the Year winner, 6-time All-Star, 3-point shootout winner, 2 All-NBA teams made, and an NBA champion. All of that being accomplished before turning 27 years old. That player, of course, is Kyrie Irving. To the surprise of some NBA fans, it is likely that only after 2 seasons, Kyrie's time in Boston is over. Some people believe the disappointment and turmoil in Boston last season revolved just around Kyrie, but not so fast. Quotes from former players and media that covers the team explain how this is not just a Kyrie problem. Former Celtics Cedric Maxwell went on to say, "It wasn't just him. This group was the most dysfunctional team I've seen since 1983 when we had 4 Hall of Famers on our roster and got swept by the Milwaukee Bucks. These guys never found a way to be on the same page." Celtics head coach Brad Stevens said this about his roster last season: "The bottom line is that we had 7 perimeter guys who were all very good players, and all of them brought something different and unique to the table. If you ask any of them, I'm sure they'll tell you it was hard to find all that they wanted this season." It could be true that Irving challenged Brad Stevens during the season over play calls and philosophy, but it's evident based off his words that Kyrie really wants to win.
When you win, you want to taste it again, and I never want to come from a place where I don't want to sound like or make it feel like I don't want to win a championship. Sometimes I may come off and say things, and never to question my teammates in public like that ever again. But it's I just want to win so bad.
Anyway, let's get back to Kyrie versus D'Angelo. Irving is 4 years older than Russell, but barring injury, Irving should have at least 5 or 6 good years of basketball left in him. From a statistical standpoint, Kyrie was more impressive than D'Angelo last season. Irving was better in points per game, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, rebounding, steals, and blocks. In terms of games played the last 2 seasons, it's almost dead even. In 2017/2018 combined, Kyrie managed to play in 127 games, while D'Angelo played in 129. Irving has been labeled as injury-prone during his 8-year NBA career, and rightfully so. Irving has only played over 70 games 3 out of those 8 seasons. As for D'Angelo, he's had 2 seasons of good health and 2 seasons of bad health. In his rookie season and in 2018, he managed to play in 80-plus games both years. But in the middle, he only played in 63 games in 2016 and 48 games in 2017. Obviously, neither player is the epitome of good health, but there is cause for concern on Kyrie's nagging knee injuries. In 2015, Kyrie fractured his kneecap during the finals, and since then has dealt with tendonitis in that same knee that has forced him to miss time since joining Boston. Kyrie has played in at least 60 games the previous 3 seasons, but this knee issue seems unpredictable and can flare up at any time. Irving obviously missed the playoffs for the Celtics in 2018 due to an infection on that same knee that required surgery that he injured 3 years prior. Overall, he's dealt with some freak injuries like a broken nose and broken hand, but the Nets have to take these knee issues into heavy consideration if they do in fact pull the trigger on signing Kyrie Irving. Of course, the main reason the Nets might side with Kyrie over D'Angelo isn't just the talent, but who Kyrie might bring along with him if he comes to Brooklyn. Reports over the past month or so have been that Kyrie and Kevin Durant are very interested in playing together since they are both unrestricted free agents. It's been reported that Durant and Irving have met at least twice to discuss their free agency plans, and that the Brooklyn Nets have been discussed as the most likely destination for the two. Teams like the Clippers, Knicks, and Warriors also remain interested in Durant, but from the Nets' perspective, if they compare 2 of the top 10 players in the NBA and put them on the same team, it seems like a no-brainer. Now, while it's a very risky move, most NBA teams are aware that you need superstars to win a championship. D'Angelo Russell is a very nice player who should get better, but will he ever develop into a player on Kyrie's level? I'd argue not, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion on that topic. The way the Nets management looks at it is that they can either have Russell and a younger player like Tobias Harris, or they can go the route of competing now and not wait to develop those younger players. It is always better to go with the sure thing rather than the what if. In this case, it is a sure thing that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are superstars, and it's a what if D'Angelo Russell can ever develop into a player on Kyrie Irving's level. Of course, this could backfire if Kyrie continues to deal with knee injuries that keep him out for extended periods of time, while Durant isn't a sure thing to bounce back from his recent ruptured Achilles injury as well. While it would be sad to see D'Angelo Russell leave and potentially thrive elsewhere, when players like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving show up to your office and tell you they want to play for your team, you don't say no to that. The coming days of NBA free agency shall be very interesting, and we'll finally get to see which reports were true and which were false. If you were the Nets GM, tell me what you would do in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.